Where were you born? Date of birth? How did you started climbing? Who introduced you? And your family?
I will try to do best, okay? So I'm quite old. I was born in 1915.
So,
But when I was born, I didn't think that I will climb. So I follow my brother. I mean, his education. After college, he moved to the university, technical university to Wrocław, Poland, one of the biggest city in Poland. So I followed him 4 years behind him. And I have a good luck to find in the city, in this university, a group of the very good Polish climbers. It was Wanda Rutkiewicz, Wojtek Kurtyka, and others guys. So when I went one time to the mountain as a tourist, I saw the friends from the university, they were climbing. So I tried to do the same. And in the first day of climbing, I was so appreciative of them, and I found some very big emotion to climb without rope. So the next day I decided that it will be my passion, that I will do only this.
but yeah, was your safe age?
No, they were older. Wojtek Kurzyka was older, 3 years older, and Wanda 7 years older than me.
At this was in which year?
It was 1970, let's say. Yeah, I was 20 years old, yeah, so quite late. But at the time there was not artificial wall, there was no indoor climbing, that you have to go to the mountain if you want to be climbing. So it was the only one idea, and what I saw in Poland, quite everyone climber, he began to climb when he was studying university or somewhere. So I followed a very classical way, yeah, from purist to climbing. And from that moment, besides studying, I spent all the time in the mountain. I followed the very typical, for the time, way. I mean, from the small mountain to the highest mountain, from close mountain to the far away mountains. So first we have to follow the courses, all courses, rocky climbing course, Tatra mountain, there's our Polish Tatra range.
Now, who was running this? Your official training?
No official training, no, but by the club. The club were obliged to do the courses. It was the very natural way that the older friends were instructors, and they took the younger boys, younger climber to the mountain.
It's informal, no official course.
No, it's the official course, because after course you could climb in Tatra mountain. If you finish the Tatra mountain course, you could go to Alps. The club didn't give you permits to go to the club to climbing without any courses. So it was for our safety very good, because you should pass these courses. And we have in our Polish Alpine Club, we have the sport committee. In every one section there was sport committee, and the sport committee decided you can go or not. We should show them what you did, what you climbed, which grade of climbing you did it, and they said, okay, you and he, we can go to Alps for 2-3 weeks to climb. So we have to pass some level, you know. So I think it was a good idea. So what for I could climb from the small mountains, Dolomites, Caucasus, Pamir, Hindu Kush, Andes, and finally, I think in 10 years, I first time went to Himalaya in 1979.
That was also you were selected to go to Himalaya.
Yeah, it was not like today that everybody who has money can go to Himalaya. No, we had to pass some scale of the mountaineering. So it took quite 10 years when I could go to Himalaya. It was the Modi Peak, small peak, 7,000 meter peaks in Annapurna area. There was quite strong, I mean, very young teacher team, and we climbed the new route, Alpine style on the west face. So for me, it was the first really experience and first touch to the Asia, to Himalaya, what was very important for me. Even before I climbed in Hindu Kush, Shauri climbed in Afghanistan, then Pamir we climbed 7,000 meters. So we had the experience. In Pamir I climbed Peak Komunizma. It was the old name, and Peak Korzeniewski. to 7,000 meters. In Hindukush, year before, I climbed Koheshawar, is in the Afghan range of Hindukush. So I had only experience of 7,000 meters, and I didn't think that.
Forcing your Tatra mountains, or how high you climb?
Oh, the Tatra mountain is only 2,500 meters, but you know, no, not so very important. Some La Tourron, something on Mont Blanc. Even I don't remember because it was school. Because for the Alps, we went as a small group of the young people. They have to take a school on the glacier because in Polish Tatra mountain you have no glacier, no ice. So we are not prepared to climbing ice, for example. Yeah. So we went for the school to the Chamonix, where we have very good instructor from ENSA. So I don't remember very well the route. It was not very important route because what I said that we are in the school. Then I climbed in Dolomites. We did very difficult roads, but it was the rock climbing, of course.
I just wonder, can you bring that also you did not do any
No, because I went to very immediately. For me, was more interesting that time Caucasus, because Caucasus, especially the Bezing area.
How many heights in Caucasus?
Caucasus, we climbed up to 4,000 meters, 4,200. I mean, there was quite high but quite steepy phase. We did very difficult roads on the Caucasus. So there was another good school because in Caucasus it was difficult to do logistics. You have to climb some wall, then you have to cross to another valley, to come 2 days, come back to base camp. So it was very good school and very good.
What are the companions for all this trip? Any famous players?
No, it was the exchange between Polish Alpine Association and the Russian Association. So the Polish Alpine Club, he usually choose the young guys, they climb quite well for one group, and we changed with the Russian climbers. So it was the international camp we had in Caucasus. So it was very nice, and you can learn a lot from them. So I think it is a good idea. So after Caucasus,
climbers were very strong.
yeah, at the time they were very strong, but they had the problem to go outside because they could climb only in Russian mountain. So the next year again, we repeat in 1978. The Polish Alpine Club prepared one small group to climb 7,000 meters. So it was the good way from 2,500, 3,800. Then we went to 7,000 meters.
Height, but then technically also you were improving.
No, it was not. No, I think the Pamir we climbed because we would like to check each other for the high altitude. Because before going to Himalaya, you should be checked. Yeah, not everybody feel the same on the altitude. So it was rather the camp. We went for check our body, our possibilities. So we climbed, but fast. We climbed Peak Komunizma in 1.5 days. So it was quite very fast looking the years. I mean, 1979, 8. So I saw in this moment that I probably will feel very good on the altitude. Peak Korzeniewski, we climbed by the Nitro road, quite difficult 5B road. So we get the good experience, I think, in Caucasus, Dolomites, Alps, and Pamir, of course. And in this moment, I was prepared to go to Himalaya because we are not able to organize from my club 8,000 meter peaks expedition. So we did.
All these were money coming from.
No, for the Pamir, Caucasus, I was in the group of the Central Polish Alpine Club, so the Polish Alpine Club paid for this trip, so we didn't have to pay nothing for such trip.
This was still under communist regime.
Yeah, but it was it was not good money because Caucasus, Pamir, we have exchange with the Russians, so it was not expensive.
But there was a freedom to go and climb.
Yeah, we could climb. And for the first Himalaya trip, we had to find some money because the club had not enough money to pay us, so we did some altitude work, and you went for Modi Peak, 79 was the spring. So for me, it was the new experience. In Himalaya, when I saw first time the huge range of the Himalaya 8,000 meter peaks, So I was sure that one day I come back, right? This expedition was another good experience, bad experience, let's say, because we lost 3 people on this expedition. So
How did that happen? Was it an avalanche?
no, one fall down on our rope, let's say, and next two they disappeared. They went to the back side of the mountain and they never come back. So we tried to make a research, but without any result. So they were disappeared. So for me, it was the sign that be careful, this Himalaya. And I didn't think when I came back, I was a little bit frostbitten because, we had to survive one guy. So I was in hospital. I went to hospital for cut some part of my fingers. And in hospital, I received a letter from Mr. Zawada that he wants to join me to the Everest expedition. So I was very surprised because I never climbed 8,000-meter peaks. I had a problem with the
Because the other was already a very established.
Yeah, he was let's say a charismatic leader, and he had he has a license, let's say, to be a national leader, because he was well known and he was good organizer. And
Or was it because of political contact that you?
not only, he never been the communist, but he had good relation. He was able to, we say, to open the right doors, even if he was not in the regime, yeah? He was from our association, but some people, they know what to do, which door you have to open, and he was able to open a door, even there was some totalitarian system. He went to Ministry of Sport, he said, we have to do something, the Polish people, they have to climb, blah, blah, blah. And they said, okay, with the money. I think the time that our government was interested to have a success. So what for all sportsmen, like climbers, they were interested. Okay, push them. They had to do something because, with the government and industry was very bad. So maybe we need a success, we said. So we sent them to the Himalaya, and Zavada went, yes, we do, open doors, get money. And we were able to organize this expedition. For me, it was something very interesting because
Money was only from government.
no, that time was only government, full amount from government. But money, it was not only problem of money because we had not such equipment like our friends from the West countries in Europe. So almost we had to prepare something in country. I mean, quite homemade jacket, homemade sleeping bags, homemade rucksacks, homemade shoes. So it was big logistics. All the friends, families, they were involved with this job. It's not like today. You can buy everything. Just you have the plastic card and you can buy everything. We have the money, but we had to prepare everything. And that time, we are not sure if we can get everything in Nepal. So our friends, they prepare the big truck with all equipment, food, and this truck they sent to Mumbai by sea. And from Mumbai, 3 or 4 our friends, they moved through India to Nepal, and we meet each other in Kathmandu. It was December 79. So I was not not very experienced guy in this expedition. Were some very well-known Polish climbers. They had already 8,000-meter peaks. They have experience of Himalaya. So I think in this expedition, half group was experienced and with the 8,000 meters, and half group like me, we were, let's say, young guys. Not very young because I was 29, but for Himalaya that time, it looks like the young guys. We had the 7,000 meters experience. Maybe Zavada chose me because I had very good ascent during the winter climbing in Tatra. Because our Tatra mountain, are very, very difficult in winter because there are steepy faces, the 800, 1,000 meter faces, and there is not a lot of ice, nickel ice only, so it's very difficult to climb. And I had some interesting ascent in Tatra, so he was looking for the people because we went for winter season, so he was looking for the guys, they probably will run very well during the winter season. So I think it was the reason because my previous uh, experience was not so like other friends. So in such situation, I was sure that I go there just to help my older friends.
Who are the other members?
Oh, there was the well-known Zyga Heinrich, there were Cielecki, there were Jankowski, Zawada, Szafirski, so well-known Polish climbers, little bit, generation before me, you know. So I was sure that we go there, a young group, to help them to climb Mount Everest. But very fast, I discovered that I am every time on the front. Every time fire and fire, every time the first team. I climbed that time with the Zyga Heinrich. It is one of the more experienced Polish climber. So I could learn a lot from him, how to do the Himalaya. And what I discovered that I felt very good in high altitude. I had never problem with altitude. So all the first camps I built with some friends. I was the first on 8,000 meters South Cone with my friend. So seems that in the end of expedition, I was quite sure that maybe I will have a possibility to attempt to go to the summit. Maybe 2-3 things they were prepared to go to the summit. So it was surprise for me. So I didn't think never about. But in the end of the expedition, I saw that maybe there is a chance for me to climb Everest. So after we reached with my friend the South Cone, we spent very difficult night there. Finally, we survived. We come down to Camp 2, to the West Camp. And then in the West Camp, we got information that the government of Nepal, they gave us only 2 days more because we would like to enlarge our permit to the end of February, as they give us only to 15 February. So they gave us only 2 days. So in this moment, no Heinrich, no Szafirski, they were not able because they were down. Somebody who wants to climb had to come back up. So only me and my friends were able to do it on time. I mean, during the limit of time of permit. So we went up to Camp 3 instead to go down to rest because we climbed South Coast, so we said come down to rest. We didn't rest, but we knew that only we can do it, so we were very focused. We didn't look our body, our feet, nothing, because we knew. Even Zawada didn't push us. He didn't push us. But we felt that we have to go. And we went to Camp 3. Then, before us was Andrzej Zawada and Szafirski. They climbed South Col because they wanted to leave a better tent, because the tent we used, it was completely out and crashed. So they left a better tent on the South Col, and during the way down, Andrzej Zawada lost way. It was evening time. Only Szafirski came to our tent. He said, "Where is the leader?" You know. So it was a little bit risky and a little bit danger. So we decided with my friend in the evening we start up to search for him. And we found him over the yellow band on 7,800 meters. He was sitting because he lost or he forgot glasses, or his lamp was finished and he couldn't find the ropes. Because if you come down, there is the yellow band, and you have to know in which place start ropes. So, but he was a clever guy. He said, "Okay, I don't know where, I will not risk, I will sit." So he had a sleeping bed, so he kept sitting and waiting because he was sure that somebody will come. And so we reached him maybe 2-3 in the night. We come down, but after this rescue action all the night, we were so tired. So we had to spend 1 day in Camp 3 to rest, because we still have 1 day reserve. So the next day, it was 16th of February, we went to the South Col, and we are waiting for the last day of permit, 17th, on South Col. And we felt quite good with my friends. We were only afraid about the temperature because it was minus 42, so it was quite cold. Wind was not so, it was not hurricane, it was just moderate wind, so we were lucky because some days were very bad weather, very strong wind, sometimes in 130 kilometers per hour. So in such weather you cannot climb so high as possible. But we had a luck. The next day was not so bad. It was wind, of course, but not very strong wind. We started quite late, I think after 6 o'clock, because it was so cold morning, we couldn't get out, you understand. So we started to climb to the summit. We didn't think about nothing, because how to come back, how to do logistic. We knew only that we have to go up and up. Because we knew that all the members in basement, they are waiting, what do you think? So, because all the eyes of our friends, they will focus on our trip to the summit. But we are lazy because we have radio, but we didn't make any connection to them up to the summit. On the south summit, we found the ice axe. It was the after we discovered it was the ice axe of the region that fall down during the way down in autumn '79. So it was literally, for us a warning. And then we had to do the big travels between south summit and the main summit. That time in winter, it is usually the snow ridge, but that time it was all ice. So we have to follow on the Nepali side. It was quite difficult, so it takes for us maybe 1.5 hours to reach the summit. Even I didn't know that it's the summit because my friend was just 2 meters before me in this moment, 5-10 meters before me, and immediately I saw his friend hands up. So I said, my God, Robert, here's the summit. Yeah, you are sure that you are on the summit because we found triangle. The Chinese climbers left in 75, I think. So we are very happy. We start to make a connection to the base camp. Zawada was very happy, but everybody very worried about our come down because it was over 2 p.m., so very late, for winter especially. That's at 4 you have dark. So we spent maybe 10 minutes only, I think, maybe 15 minutes with my friend. We found some message with this tube in the triangle, left this American guy. We took down, we left some rosario, we left some cross, we left thermometer, min max, and we took snow from that summit for our friend who did the research with NASA, who was working for NASA. They wanted to know what you can find on the Everest. And we took the snow to the bag. And after this connection, we tell them, yes, we will contact you, but we never contact more. I don't know why. Because I think because we are very focused on our come down. I had a problem with my fingers, my feet, because just half a year before I was in hospital. So all the wound was open and full of blood, and I had a problem to come down. My friend was simply faster because we didn't use rope on the way down. It was kind of, survival. And when I went down to the South Pole, I couldn't find the tent because it was completely night. So I have a difficult 1 hour, I think, when I was walking over the South Pole to try to find the tent, because I didn't know where I am. Where is the Nepal? Where is the Tibet? I lost completely, dimension and direction. And finally, I don't know, I had a luck. Just I stepped to my friend, she was in the tent, just she got some tea. And even this moment, we didn't connect. We should connect to base camp, that you are safe, let's say, more or less, but in the South Korea. But I don't know why we didn't. After they were very angry to us because they didn't sleep all the night. Because we had to get connection at 2 o'clock, then no more connection. They were very bad thinking rules, bad things they had. Morning time, proper things. We get the connection to them. They were so happy. They say, "Hurrah! Okay, okay." So I saw that my feet are frostbited, so I couldn't take out my shoes because you cannot go without to keep your shoes, your boots. We came down to Camp 3, Camp 2, and finally to base camp. And we did it. I think that time I was not thinking that I am doing this for myself. I was sure that I do for our team, that I do this for our club, association, I do for Poland. We are very patriotic in this moment because the Zawada, he could focus all people to the aim, to the goal, not to the person. Yes, if some leaders they were able to do it, the people are working like small nation, thinking only about the aim, only about the summit, not about we climb or not climb. So it never happened more in my life. It was the expedition that one was working for all for one. You see, I remember one guy who was only in Camp 2, I think, Ricardo. When we come down, he was crying. He was so happy. Even he climbed on the 6,500 meters, but he was so happy that we, as a team, we climbed the summit. It means that it was really, I think it is the Zawada, his spirit, and he's a very charismatic guy. He could build a team. Somebody say that the success of Zawada usually is he had already in Poland with team, choosing team. So somebody said 50% of success Zawada had in home because he can choose very good team. This is very important. So when we come back, of course, I came back again to hospital, my feet, and second time. So after this expedition, I knew I get bad experience with frostbite. So I watched very well the next expedition to avoid such problem. And after the winter climb, very soon in Poland we have solidarity, the movement for democracy. So we are very active this point. But as you know, the general did martial law soon in 81 in December. So our careers were in danger because the country was locked. Nobody can go out. So we start very good with the Everest, but we could have a problem. But of course, there was 1 year, maybe 1.5 years, little difficult. I went only to climb the New Zealand mountain with friends. But then after, I think what happened, after martial law, it was very heavy time for Polish people. I think the government would like to give a proof for the world politicians that it's not so bad, that sportsmen, they can do something, they can go to the mountain. So they give us permit, we have a special passport, all sportsmen. So not like the usually people, they had to apply, wait, half year, they give them or not, passport. We have a passport in our Ministry of Sport. So I think it was because they were interested that we needed success as a Polish people. And we follow this because of course. And immediately we start to go back to the Himalaya. But still was the problem with the money because they give us opportunity, but money was not. So for national expedition, yes, but national expedition could live only long time, 3-4 years. But for the club section, Himalaya expedition, we have to find the finance, money. So again, our government just in 75, so a few years ago, prepared some special law for the sports club that we could earn money doing some different job, earn money for club. Yeah, this money were without taxes because this money were for activity.
How many members was in the club?
In Polish club, I think 4,000-5,000 people.
Kind of.
Yeah, but in our section, maybe 200-300. I mean, Katowice section, because Polish Alpine Club has a section, Every big city, academic city, they have a section. Maybe 30, 40 section. Our section was one of the strongest section. So we could work and earn money. So when I saw that we can work, for example, 2 months only per year, and it was enough money to go in the expedition, we decided to leave our profession. Many of my friends, well-educated profession we had, but we had no chance to make a career in our profession, because after martial law, there was everything stopped, you couldn't grow up. Everybody has the same money every year. So it was not for us. We need a challenge. We need to go to realize our dreams, passion, So we said, okay, we go to the mountain. So in this moment, we follow the government philosophy. So they were expecting success, and we would like to do because we would like to climb. So I left job in 1983, like many of my friends. And we do only the altitude workers. So it means that we chose and we live in our section in the club. So we are 20 years to do. We have to find some job. So I take the phone and call to a friend to another friend, to director. And some. I said, okay. I think it was little bit sponsorship because the directors, this was the government company. So they were looking not like a business, more like, okay, we can help to these Alpines. They want to go to the Himalaya, give them this job, to do the chimney because they need the money. So it was little bit, not right way maybe, let's say, but for us it was very good. So I remember in years 80s, we was working 2 months per year. It was enough to get the money. Why the money was so high? Because, we did a budget like for standard construction repairing to the painting. Because if you do the high chimney 200 meters, you should make a special construction. It is the cost. But we didn't do this. We just put ropes. Let me see that it's not up and down, yeah? But we put to the budget like we have to do all construction. For them, we're the same. So therefore, we can get very good money to the expedition, especially almost the money were without tax. Only the money if we had to get for our family for expenses, we had to pay a tax for this. But we took only small money, just enough for a life, because we didn't want to pay a tax. So with such money, we could buy equipment, tents, sleeping bags, mattresses, food, everything, ropes.
Manufactured in Poland?
In Poland, yeah, but it was easy to buy. There's another problem. Then you had the money, but it was not like that you go to shop and there is tents, and there is no tents. There were no ropes. There is no meat. So again, we have a team of 8 or 10 members. Everybody has to do some deal. Yeah, you go for fish. 10 fish, you go for meat fish, you go to find how to get the ropes, another for tents. So we went in some letter from our club to the government company, some factory, said, good morning, we are going to Himalaya, may we buy some tents? Later, yes, okay, please, I agree. So then you move to the special office, they pay such money, in the small money, and we can collect all equipment material for the expedition.
Any corruption in this? You have to bribe somebody?
What?
They give extra money?
No. This was home. This was not for extra money. It was not corrupted. It was rather No, because we have the sports club, so it is not. If you go by private way, yeah, maybe you have to pay something. Yeah, probably there was a lot of corruption. Probably yes. But for us, as a member of the club, it was, you feel, yes, you go to the outside, to compare the image of foreign, so say this. So this was rather by the connection, only. So relative. So when we could collect so much equipment, then we have the problem how to transport this to Nepal. It's quite far. So usually in 70s, 80s, we use the truck, big truck. Again, we apply the car company to rent us a truck. We put some advertising, and they get usually us sharing without pay. And with this truck, we moved to India, so we moved up in Nepal.
India all came by ship. You also
Yeah. No. They ship. I never. One time I traveled through all the Europe and Arabian country to India by road. Yeah, it's quite long trip, but we have time, because what I said, we were working 2 months, so we have the time. So our expeditions sometimes it was 4 or 5 months, because 1 month up, 1 month down. So it was not only climbing; it was the adventure for us. Nothing to go home. There was a difficult time, so we prefer to be abroad somewhere. So we travel a lot. Even from the expedition, we didn't come back immediately home. We go to Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, and then we come back. In our ministry spot, they couldn't know where you are, because the expedition is not 2 months. The expedition is 4 months. So this training must be very good spot. 4 months. So it is paradox that in the very difficult situation for the Polish hitler, we had the biggest success. I think by the reason that there was nothing to do, so we escaped from.
At that time, Westerners were also climbing British expeditions. So how you were different? Was Polish different than the British?
No, I mean different. No, yes, but I think they were not so hungry like we were hungry to have a success. Because British people, they did a lot of. You remember 1921, 22, 23, then success in Himalaya, Kanchenjunga, others.
It made a difference. You were very hungry and they were not hungry.
No, they were the less hungry, I think, because we were hungry because we lost the big exploration. I mean, 1958, 64, no one Polish tried climbed in the Himalaya. So
Golden age.
yeah, golden age. So we saw now is not our time yet to do something. So we organized a lot of expedition from my section, from one section only. Every year there was 6-7 expeditions from one section. So it means that we get the results because we are a lot, So if you have a lot of expeditions, success come. So, but I think it was our idea to join the Himalaya thing, to success of other countries they had. So it was occasion, because I think the West country people, they have something to do others, not only climbing. They climb, of course, but they come back, they go job, they have a good job, they were all good. We came back home, we have nothing to do, so again, after we climbing. So by this reason, in years 80s, it was a big exploit of the Polish activity in Himalaya.
All the money was given by government.
No, by our, after martial law, it was only our heritage works. We can say that the government gave us opportunity, but no, we have to work, of course. So this was money only for the national expedition. You can have all the money from government.
Is there any national expedition gone?
In 80s, yes, there was 3 or 4 expeditions, because that 3-4 years, for this, now is no more national expedition. You have to fight sponsorship. So, but we are talking about the years 80s when we start to explore Himalaya. Especially for me, it was the time when I discovered that when I climb Everest in winter, I should climb Turkish, because I start from the last one, let's say.
Yeah, Everest, you got a big name, you were famous.
Yeah.
Over Poland.
Yeah. It was because we are the second after Wanda, and she climbed 78, but we are the first in winter. So it makes quite popular my name, my friends. So I decided to leave all the mountains, all other mountains in the world, and to be focused on Himalaya. So every year we left Poland for 1 or 2, sometimes 3 expeditions to Himalaya. And we knew that we should follow the winter exploration because in the time Everest, we should climb borders. So, and it was not only me and my friends from different sections in Poland, they decided the same. And they climbed very fast. Manas, Mountaineering, Mountaineering. So there's a lot of success. And I was involved with the winter climbing, and in the years 80s, they were the big challenge for all the climbers to climb South Space at Lobster. Everybody wanted to do the Lobster. In my opinion, the highest.
Money, lots of.
Money, equipment, But we were able to organize our club section.
By your work.
Everything. So we knew that, this is the big challenge. So we followed the Yugoslavian people in 85. We prepared expedition from my section in Kapadia. No, again, 3 months expedition, 2 months in war. We climbed quite high, 8,250. Years after, again, we came back for lots of south. So I was not involved with the crown of Himalaya to collect 8,000 meters in years 80s. I think besides the master Kukuczka competition, nobody were thinking about collecting all 8,000 meter peaks because it isn't the reason for everyone wants to climb to collect.
Who's almost famous for that?
Yeah, no, not only, no. He had very good ascent in Alpine study with Kukuczka, with Kurtyka. There was very good team in the beginning of 80s. They did a lot of interesting things like travels of Gasheruls, and they climbed for Gasherum Hills as a first. They did a nice travels on both feet. So they were very well known with the fast climbing, Alpine style climbing. But when they climbed a lot, become a time in 84, I think 85, when the media was watching for the competition because they saw there's 2 guys they have a lot of 8,000 meters. So by media, they start to compete. And I think the last 2 years they compete. And all other members were just looking for this. We were like the witness of this. Not only we didn't.
You got any partner in these years?
These years, I changed a lot of partners. I climbed with Kukuczka, I climbed with Heiser, with Kleine, Donsa, with many. Kukuczka, for example, he climbed quite 3 years with Kurtyka, 2 years. But I rather prefer to change partners, depending on the expedition, because I took many expeditions. But almost from our club, from our section, because we are friends. It was very important that we walk to the mountain as a friends. I had very good guides, which I was climbing with them. So beside the winter, I was thinking to do some new ascent, to open new road. So in 84, I opened on Manaslu, new road on the southeast face. With my friend, 84, I did solo climbing. So we wanted to have a success. You need a success. So he didn't follow the standard normal road. He wanted to have some feeders, something spectacular. So 86, I climbed Kukuczka, Kanchenjunga during the winter season. So it was my second 8,000 meter peaks in winter. I did. Then after Rurik was so busy with the crown of Himalaya, so we split literally. But not only, because Annapurna we try again in winter together. But he
By normal route?
Yeah. The north he did by the normal route. I climbed Annapurna by the morning side of the south. Yeah. But it was 1990 when Kukuczka was already dead. So Jurek, this moment he ran with the master, of course. Master finished 86 autumn. Jurek finished 87 autumn. And everybody was wonder what he will do after, because master, let's say, stopped here after he did the towards Himalaya. He said, like, okay, finish. Jurek Kukuczka, he followed the searching way. Went to see what maybe he felt very well still. Wanted to do something. He went to Annapurna near road in the right side on the south chase. And by then, I think by the case caused, by the mistake, I think she went to Lhotse South Face in 1989. Because what happened that when we didn't climb the 85, 87 South Face of Lhotse, Master, she knew that is the big challenge, the South Face of Lhotse, because she was not able maybe, or he didn't want to climb. He finds solution that he will lead expedition. So he called some members, climbers over Europe, two from each country, some countries from Poland, they were seeing for me and as that. It's got not a speaker. So I went to this expedition with Arthur Kaiser, two. There were some Italian, Spanish, French people, German. And he decided, okay, we go through lots of sites with this spring 89. But it is not successful expedition. We didn't climb.
Messner was a leader.
Yeah, still one time only up. So almost he was.
Did you ever go with Henrik cover?
The story about Messner. Still in Germany, you have a lot of court in court. They have guilt. Yes, still then even headstopper is not the right. So what happened?
That's
When we come back, this expedition, because Kukuczka wanted to go to Kanchenjunga for travels. But the same year, 89 in spring, Russian people, they did travels. So Kukuczka said, oh my God, they did it. So what I do now? Okay, mess them, make what's the South Face. Now I'm going, as to say, continue his competition. Mester did climb 15, so now I'm going to guess. That's the sciences. And I think it was the mistake. Even when we came back with my friend in June, Kukuczka asked us, hey guys, you go with me for the lots. I said, no, for time impossible. Enough. We tried 3 times, and we, let's say, refused him. Because we say, you're at me. So, we had enough, the lots. When we finished on the spring with my friends, we said, never more come back to work. It's risky, mountain must be paid. And they went to Himalaya with the Polish team. It was not very strong team. Not bad, but not very strong. And, Petron would have, he didn't come back. So, a lot. But, let's say, he needed only 8 years to climb his 40,000 meter fix, because he started on 79 with Lhotse, normal roads, they did it. And said died of the 89 Celsius and Lhotse. Same Lhotse.
Sorry, you think this competition is good in mountaineering? They say, don't compete.
No, I am against.
Much competing.
No, I am against competition. I am against competition because I think that the alpinism is the activity that competition is, how to say, it gives you the wrong feeling, goes the wrong way. Because you have to compete with yourself, not with the.
That is it. When
Yeah, but this was by the media, because if the media didn't follow this idea, I'm thinking that Mester neither Kukuczka was thinking about competition.
they were not.
No. And you see, when they finished this competition, nobody was interested more in collect 8,000 meter peaks up to 7 years, 6 years. Nobody was talking about, nobody was looking for his close Loretan finally in 93 climb. But we say this discipline, this concurrence was there. No, not more. So I think the media, because for climbers, it's important to put a challenge, to do the dreams, to fight with yourself. It's important partnership, friendship, not to compete. Like in sport here, you have the river. We have not river. You have a public interest to help you.
We say that, but then ultimately people are fighting. You have an expedition fighting?
No, but it is not in our expedition.
A lot of fighting.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, but on our expedition never happened.
All friends.
Yeah, all friends. I think
Arguments.
no. This is the important to find how to say, to follow the philosophy of the teamwork. Really, and we are able to do, because when we went to Himalaya first, we were working, for example, on altitude. We are a team. We are all friends. We know each other, families, kids. We are very close. In our section, everybody knows everybody's situation, family. We spend sometimes together time, holidays. So we are more focused on the friendship and of the group teamwork and field success than personal success.
Or was it anything to do with the communist regime?
Yeah, but at that, especially at that time.
No fighting.
Special fighting. But it comes later. When we called for democracy in '89, we consisted.
For that, then you were all disciplined there?
Not discipline. No. It is not kind of discipline. I think we are from childhood. We are habituated to work in group together. Not soloists.
All Polish people are like that?
They were like that. They were. Now, lot of changes. Because now,
Because of the war. And the war, all the suffering, because of that Polish capital?
maybe, yeah. It is sometimes what we saw even in our history, that the Polish people, the biggest solidarity, and I think for all the nations like this, but we had a lot of opportunities, so they are beaten by others. So if you have some situation that you have a danger all around, you are more concentrated on solidarity, or patriotism, yes, of to be together. Because if you see danger all around, the people start to work together, yeah. So, but now there's a lot of changes. So, and I think we are habituated, and we took from family, from school, to do something together. So then what changed ours?
But did these families suffer before 1950 under the Nazis?
No. I mean, our families, no. The suffering.
Famine families, parents.
No, they suffering because they were maybe scared of us. Yeah, what happened, but not from the regime. Maybe you have the different opinion. It was not like, in opinion, the people, they said that it was a strong regime. We didn't feel regime. Of course, we had a lot of problems. But there were
Problems like what?
for life. I mean, there was problem to buy something, to have something, but nobody nobody. There were, of course, some, for the really underground people, they were very active. They fight. Yeah, they had a big problem. Like a lot of our friends, they had a sentence in prison. But if you compare with the full population, there's few people on there. Yeah. So we say that the communist regime in Poland, it was not so bad like in other countries, because Polish people usually were every time against the system, There was some part of communist people, but it was like this, and the whole population was like that. So, if you ask Polish people if you were communist with me, were we communist? So, but it was totalitarian system, you know what I mean? There were police and government, they took, but it was not like in East Germany, for example. They were very. It was.
But if you go on an expedition, people should defect, run away.
Sometimes happen, but not very often, because we have a freedom. I mean, the climbers. You could come back home in 1 month again. You can go abroad. So for us, was not a problem. But some intellectuals, some cultured people, yeah, when they have occasion, some scientists, when they have occasion to go to the West Country, they didn't come back. Because why? Not because they were not patriots, but not because they were afraid of police or something. No, but in Poland they couldn't make a career. When they went to Oxford, they went to the United States, to the MIT, they couldn't make a career. They became doctors, they went out. Not because they didn't like Poland, but they wanted to do something. So it's same case like the climbers.
Well, you never felt like when you go to Himalaya, don't come back.
No. Every time I have to come back, it was, we say, you have to climb, but you have to think that you have one form only. So we are very habituated, to come back to our with the roots. Yeah, the roots. We don't leave our roots. So doesn't matter what is around. Usually we have to come back home. It's the most important. Not only climb, we like to climb, but
Yes.
it is like that. That if you're in the mountain, in the end of expedition, you are thinking to come back as fast as possible home. Yeah? When you are home, we are thinking, I'm looking for the occasion to escape to the mountain. You know the mountain spirit and mountain expectation, mountaineer's expectation. This is the mountaineer's life, like Don said.
So you finish your 8,000 meter with Nanga Parbat.
Nanga Parbat in 96. Yeah.
What
I said solo. It was a very difficult decision. I think it is the one only climb I will never repeat. If somebody asks me and I'm able to repeat some, this not, because I think I crossed some limit. I crossed the red line because it was too risky, because there were nobody. Because I did some solo climbing, like Daulagiri, like Romping, like Dashen Tour, like Shishapanma. But it was solo climbing during expedition.
Yeah.
I was with friend, there was a base camp, there were more people, there were 2, 3 expeditions in the mountain, or one, but with friends. And I had one night, okay, tonight I will climb solo. But at all, I spent 2 months together with the friends. I have the psychological support even when I climb solo, yeah, because in the base camp something happened, they see me, I felt better. But on the Manga Parbat is the only one my solo climbing when I was completely alone.
Nobody at base camp.
Nobody in base camp. Never, even no one expedition from Europe, nobody. Only the shepherd people. So that was for me a little bit difficult, because I came to the mountain like tourist, because they didn't believe it. I took 4 porters, and they were looking for me like I'm out of mind literally, yeah? Going exactly no Nanga Parbat, 4,000 meters deliveration.
Yeah. Yes.
And another worst thing was that I was completely not prepared for this mountain. I never been in this area. I never even watched literature, magazines about why. Because I was sure that they are Polish team waiting me. So it means sometimes you have to be very prepared for every case. I said, my friend, I go there, so I will join them, blah, blah, Jumar. And as you know what happened, they failed. Before I came from China, from Keto, they failed. All expedition failed. So there were nobody. So I knew about Chilas when I reached Chilas, got my way back from China. This Sardar who was there in this hotel, he informed me that there is nobody. So even I had a problem after with the tourist division, because I was as a member of this expedition, the second Polish expedition, but I was not allowed to go along without crisis officer and airplane. So it was a little risky from many sides. And even the last warning came from Mr. Zavada, because Mr. Zavada was one day before us, he was in Chilas. And he met the Sardar who was on the Polish expedition. And he knew, Zavada knows me very well. He knew that I will try probably go with somebody or alone or with when we went from the expedition, because he was for the reconnaissance, for the winter time in the base camp. And he wrote me a letter. That evening I got a letter. Chris, be clever, don't go. Wait for me in Halgier, we go for winter expedition, you can come with us, you conquer your last the peaks. I said, my God, I slept. But finally I said, no, I have to try. So next day, my friends, they went down to Ostava, but I was alone. I took the sporters. And again, I had a problem because I felt a little bit strange in this valley. Diamond Valley, everyone was with on, little bit risky. I wanted to 200 people. They were with me on K2 in basement. They carry on the glacier. And we went together. But in the first village, in the evening, we sit with the fireplace, and there is all around maybe 20 local people. Everybody with sheep on. They looking, no, what happened? And the Sardar called to me. He said, "Sorry, you two friends cannot cross the finish. They are from Busan, not us. You know, competition between the Himalaya people."
Oh.
So my friends next day down to Loma Bridge, and I was arguing with this diary people. No, but they was not aggressive, of course. No, but I went bicycle. Afternoon, next day, return to the mountain. Right.
Yeah, okay, now we'll take a break, little coffee,
Okay.
and then we continue.
So I can lose everybody's. How old are you?
I'm 65.
So I'm done.
Yeah.
So regular plan to go mountain?
Go to Spiti, June. First I'm going on 1st September to Leh, Ladakh. And we are making a museum there. So working for that museum. Museum of Exploration of Ladakh with an shop. Then so I go, we measure everything from the artist. So then we will track from there. Then in June I go to Angrang Pass in Spiti. Again go back to Ladakh to hand over all the material and do a trek onto it's a little Pakistan border area. To there. Back to that again go to Arunachal Pradesh in October. To go to class kids like in
I was thinking,
class. One of them your wife does not complain.
no. Sometimes she's traveling with me, but not for now. Time. So she has to be no choice. So she did.
Universal talks.
No, I'm very happy.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we start
I
with
will finish with the Nanga Park.
Yes,
then
that's
I
right.
will move to.
Yeah. Okay, so we start again with Nanga Parbat.
Okay.
Right.
So when I decided to go along to Nanga Parbat, the first time in my life I pray maybe we'll change weather because there was I don't know what happened. In the end of season there was so nice weather. It was end of August. Usually on Nanga Parbat nobody is climbing in end of August. But I don't know. There was so nice weather. So I had to follow this weather, and when I came to the last village, let's say the shepherd huts, I saw that if I will stay 1 or 2 days more, I will be back. So immediately next day I went up. I took 2 rucksacks because I had to carry everything: tent, sleeping bags, ropes, everything. And I was scared because I didn't know even where the Kings of a Road starts.
But you could speak the language, local language with.
No. I had the Sardar. The Sardar was on the Polish expedition. He was a Sardar. So I met him in Chilas. So with him I went to the last village. And I went along to the face. It was evening time, but before evening, it was late afternoon. I started to search where is the beginning of the road. I found some steps, I saw some ropes. So I was safe. I rest little, and in the night, I think around 10, 11 in the night, I start to climb because I was afraid there is the big couloir closed with this rocky part. So I was afraid for stones. So I start to climb during the night time. I climbed to the nest, eagle nest is the place where you can put the tent. It was 6 morning. Then I had a bed one day there. I put the tent, of course, I set my tent. And the next day I climbed to the 7,200 meters. I slept. I found old tent after some expedition left. It was covered by snow, but I dig and I found this tent. I slept. It's difficult to say slept. I went to the tent to sit for a few hours. Just I had only stove and a small pot for water and tea. So I did tea, and the night I began my climbing to the summit. It's very, very far. way to summit. But I was completely focused on the mountain, and I knew only the up and up. I saw every time I have some part higher, so I didn't know where I am. But I knew only that still there is more meters, more meters, more meters. And finally, I saw on the right side the summit. There's the small core. So in this moment, I start to run, not the summit, because I feel that I am already on the summit. I was very fast, I think around 10:30. I was on the summit. So I did a lot of photos. It was my last 8,000 meters, but I was not able even be happy, because I was so concentrated that I have to come down now. So I think the success you can celebrate home or in base camp, but not on the mountain, on the summit. So I was lucky that I found the hook left Austrian expedition 1976. It was the not really hook. I mean, it was the cuprum hook, Wait. Somebody left on the summit, and it was gravery with the writing HG High Mountain Gas 1976. 20 years before me, they left. Exactly 20 years. Hans Schell expedition.
So,
They left this piton. So I took this piton. I have a proof. I was on the summit. Went down. Yeah. I had to rappelling down to the eagle nest, and the next early morning, because again I was scared for stones. I came down, and in front on the glacier came my Sardar, so he said we congratulate. But at the time I was very happy. But what I said you that when I went home, I could say from distance, oh yes, I did it, yeah. Because if you are in the mountain, it is the halfway of it, yeah. So, but what I said, in my opinion, I don't know in story if I have read about the shortest Himalaya expedition, because it took me 7 or 8 days from Karakoram Highway to Karakoram Highway. I think it was one of the shortest.
8 days you climbed 8,000 meter peak solo and came back.
Yeah, from highway, summit, highway, 8 days.
Right.
I think no one expedition was so short. I must be record. I didn't research, but I think this is the record.
Yes.
I did it here.
It go to 3 months.
Yeah,
You did 7 days.
but from the road, from the Karakoram Highway. So this I discovered later. Yeah, this is my God. So, but it was not only one risk in my climbs. I did some risky on Davagiri when I climbed solo east face in 1990. Oh, I need little bit more adrenaline, and so I decided after I climbed the normal road, 2 weeks after or 10 days after, I started to climb to the east face. It was really solo, completely solo, Russian roulette, just 2 ice sets, 2 crampons, no ropes. But I mean, to climb in such style, I mean, really solo, without any support, without rope, you have to be very experienced, because to avoid big risk, you have to be experienced. You should be many times in similar situations, similar positions, similar case, So when you get good experience, you can risk like this.
And
But-
you must be fit also.
Yeah, of course. That I was already on the summit, so I was good acclimatized. Yeah, and I think it's the worst moment of decision is when you have to decide to begin to start to climb, because when you are sitting under the face waiting, because if you do such climb, you have to wait to the evening time, late evening, even night, because everything must be frozen. You are more safe. Yeah. So you have a time. You sit 1 hour, 2 hours, and you're thinking, climb or not, climb or not, climb or not. And finally, when you put the first ice axe, you could not watch down, only up, because quite impossible to come back. Oh, theoretically, yeah, but in practice, possible. So you have to fight. Then you have to be very focused. No, but it is the kind of adventure, kind of adrenaline emotion we need, I think. I think the people, they go to the mountain, they need emotion. you know, because sometimes in the standard life you're not such emotion. We say sometimes in the mountains in 5 minutes you have more emotion than for 1 year here. Sometimes.
I thought people say that mountains are very hard and no emotion.
No,
Just
no. I think this we go for emotion, for the big density of emotion, because in short time you have so many emotion. You know, it makes you. It is like to be dependent. You know, from adrenaline. So I think me especially, I think I climb for emotion because I need it. I need it to have emotion. So let's say Dalagiri I did in such style, very nice, I think. For me it was very enjoyable climb. And on the Lhotse I risked, it was another risk. I climbed solo in winter, the last part, let's say, because to 6,500 they accompanied me to my friends. But from that point they were not able, they were sick to climb. So I decided to climb alone, but I was in corset after accident I had just a few months ago. So it was risky from the medical, I think, part. And really, I didn't imagine that I can have a problem on the way down, because I climbed quite fast in 2 days with the bivouac on 7,200 meters. But on the way down, really, I started to be exhausted, to have a problem with my spine, because I started to feel a big pain. Especially if you come down, you have the pressure for the spine. So, and it's quite steepy come down. So it was very long way, I mean, to be alive. So I stopped. I remember that I was so exhausted, and I fall to sleep. Every few minutes I was sleepy, you know. And I remember that I put the ice axe to the ice, you know, just not to lost conscience, yeah, and to fall down. And I was counting up to 10 steps, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 paths, yeah, and little bit, because I feel a big pain, yeah. So I had to lie, let's say, on the face with the ice axe. And sometimes I lost conscience. Sometimes I didn't know, because I can't, okay, now I can rest 1 minute. And again, 10 steps, yeah? But sometimes I woke up, but sure, it was maybe 2, 3 minutes, I don't know. So it was risky. So the way down, I took from around 10, I was on the summit. On the 7th evening, I come to Camp 3. Finally, I was survived, and I have to thank my friends who saw that something happened with me, because they were looking me up to the summit with the binocular. They saw that I am so close coming down, and my friend who was sick, but anyway, he decided to go to meet me, and he met me in the Camp 3, so help, I can say. So it was risky too, I think, especially that my doctor, he didn't know that I went for the expedition, you know. So sometimes happen like this. Shishapangman climbed in solo. It was maybe less risky, but I didn't have to do it. But I don't know. My friend went for the Slovenian road, and I decided to the new route, because I wanted to have my route on the south side, so Shishapangman. So I did. But how to say? I think it is not very important what we did in the mountain. I think everybody who loves mountain, who wants to climb, have to be with the people. For me, it was not important only achievements, well, because for me it is kind of adventure, kind of human exploration, to meet people, different people, different teams, to be together, to eat together, to drink together, to climb together. So this is for me very important, and I love the international team, because it's very not I mean full international, but well, the Polish expedition with some from other countries. So it gives me big pleasure to do such climbing. But of course, everybody of us, even I knew that I will write some story, maybe my personal story, maybe Polish something story. So we try to do the best to be every time in the front of the climbers community hour. But among Polish climbers, they were not only me. Of course, there was Kuczka, Wandel, Wojtek Kurtyka. They did a lot for the Polish climbs in high mountain. Wojtek Kurtyka, for example, he did very difficult route in Karakoram especially. Then Choju, even Szapalma. Kuczka, Wanda, she was the I think one of the best woman climber in history, because she climbed by 10 kilometer peaks in 1992 when she disappeared. She was first on Everest, third lady on Everest, first Polish man on Everest. She was first woman on K2, 1986, when just before tragedy.
By Naga Parbat, you were before this Messner and his brother tragedy, or after that?
After that.
So what happened there? I mean,
No, I know what happened with Messer. It was 1970. It was with helicopter expedition, yeah. But he come down the Diamir face, yeah.
yeah, but with his brother.
Yes, with this brother, yeah. Yes. He with the brother fall down. Probably they know. They found some bones, yeah. Yeah. But I did the Diamir face, yeah. But he did it in a different way, because he went down. So then after he did the new route on the Diamir face rock. 1 year later, in 1971. So it was 16 years later. I climbed. It was my last. So my
Of course, brother was left behind. Because later on they said he left him.
there is a lot of the discussion about that. Some Max von Kienin and party, they saying that probably that his brother died already on the summit before, and that he left him. Master said that no, I didn't leave him. We walked together, and there was avalanche took him. So nobody knows. Only Master knows the truth. But for us, for example, it's difficult to say something. We said it's not my problem. Yeah. So what for? I know that he has a lot of people against Messner from this team, especially Max von Kienin and others, because there was two group they fight, and helicopter, of course. So nobody knows what's happened. I don't know if Messner has a right or not. I don't know.
Now you met Messner. How is it?
Yes, I met.
Do you know him?
I met Messner many times, but one time I was exactly on the same expedition when he invited me to Lhotse South Face. He was the leader of the expedition. No, I have nothing to say wrong.
Nice person?
Yes, no, nice. Let's say he's difficult to be very close to him. For example, if you sit in mess tent, usually in the evening time, everybody is blah blah talking, and when Mr. finished it, immediately went out tent to his tent and no more. So it was, and I think it is still difficult to be very close to
He has no good friends.
Mm-hmm. It's difficult to say like this, yeah, but no, it's like, I think it's kind of introvertic. I don't know if it is the right word, introvertic. Introverting. So, but he did a lot of interesting things. Let's say 78, he climbed with Peter Habeler Everest, he used oxygen. He did solo Gapar, but then after less and less interesting. But on the beginning, he did a lot of interesting climbs. But he's not easy guy, no, let's say. Not easy guy. No.
So how is Habeler? You know him very well?
Yeah, I didn't climb, but Peter is completely different than Reinhold Messner. Very warm guy. We met many times in Poland, in Austria, in mountain, but we never did together expedition. So I think they are different. What for they climb only 1 year, then after they split.
But they climbed only 1 year.
Only 1 year, I think, on the Everest. 78. So then after Peter started with his school, mountaineering school and ski school, and Messner went, everybody know the zones, Himalaya, he followed. So two different, let's say, I don't want to compare them. Yeah.
So which is the other big mountaineer you know? How are those people?
Oh, of course, we have a lot of, so Bonatti, Desmaison, the old fashion climb, Alps climb.
Very good people, very warm, nice.
Yeah, I think because it was a different generation, you know. The mountain, it was something more romantic, more for spirit. They go not only for of course the achievement as well. Cassie Ricardo, very very warm guy. He unfortunately died 2 years ago. Then, no, I met a lot of them. Climbers that like Alex Lowe, the American guy, very strong. Steve Svensson, American guy. Carlos Buller, Italian Christian Kuntner. Yes, with Christian I did 3 mountains, but he fell down on Napurna with his last 8,000 meter fix. So in 2005, at Ristus, Rob Hall, I climbed with many, yes, well-known Himalaya climbers. But I mean, you know, if you look to the Polish Alpine Association among our climbers, we had a lot of people. They help us with topography, with the maps. Like Jerzy Vala is one of the best guy who is doing maps.
How many
Vala can be 75 maybe.
But he's still very much
Yes,
into the maps.
she is very much working since morning up to evening. And a lot of international club, they call him for the maps, especially the remote area, not discovered yet, like Tibet, like Karakoram, Pamir, Hawaii. So he's very good in this job. Nika, maybe less with map, but he was like archivist, you know, and still working with his archive. Maybe now less because he become a little bit sick. But he is very well known. He wrote a lot of books. He was many years the chief redactor of our
What is his age?
Tatya. Nika can be 82, 83, something like that. So, yeah, but still he's writing. And there is another guy. His name is Kilkowski. He's the Polish guy, but he's living in Germany. He did the huge encyclopedia of climbing by land, you know, Africa, America, Asia, all the climbing activity with maps. But he collect all information to the encyclopedia, to compendium. Yeah. And
Terrific.
yeah, there's five chapters, 7 chapters, you know, 5 chapters because I think he joined some ocean and Asia together. So it is, I think, 5 chapters, thick like this. You have to be interested in this because he wrote in English this. I can organize for you this. All the Janusz Meyer has the same bibliothèque of this. And we had some good researchers. We had one guy, I remember. He is not more now involved with the archive, but you know, this guy was one time only in Himalaya. He was one time in Himalaya, but he could recognize every one photo. You know, when we come back from Himalaya, we leave him some photos from the summit or close to the summit. He could say, this photo is did from the northeast of the ridge from Janu to... He said, my God, what is it from? So even Master usually sent him all the photos and books for correction, because the guy was one time in Himalaya. He was not climber, but so he has the special, you know, visuals. He could every time. Sometimes, like I remember that on the Kanchenjunga when we climbed with Kukuczka, we sent him some our ideas, and after maybe 1 or 2 weeks, he called me by phone. He said, "Chris, something is wrong with this your summit photo." So it means that he was thinking maybe it was not on the summit. It was good. I said, "You climbed the summit. We're on the summit." But Kowalewski says that maybe it is not on the summit. I said, how is possible? Yeah? But we said, we are sure that we've been. We forget. In 2 months, he called again me and he said, "Yes, you're right. You were on the summit." Yeah. I said, "What happened that now you say that we're on the summit?" Because he saw on our photo there was lying a stick, white, red, white, red, white, red. And he found in the Japan book the Japanese, they were before us. They keep a flag with the stick, white and red. In this moment, he said, "Yes, you're right. You are on the summit because it's the same stick they keep on the summit." So, okay, is a great guy, but it is that he was watching very, very much what happened. Yeah, but no, we have some great people like General Secretary of our Alpine Club, Miss Viktorowska. She was a secretary, I think, Harish Kapadia, I think, maybe, no less, maybe 25 years she was. She was the general secretary. She was like our mother, She knows everybody. We were like kids of this woman because she was working in the Polish Central Club. So we had a lot of fun with her, and she knew everything, everybody, family. So very important person. Yeah. I don't know what to say more, about, but we can talk about, I don't know, about what he has, what's before us.
Polish literature. Is there many books published in Polish language about
There
mountaineering?
is, yeah,
What are the,
I
who are
think,
the great authors?
yeah, what to say with it in the years 80s, 90s, we did lot of climbs, but we forget to documents, to do documents. So
Document him all.
quite nobody. In the last moment we did it. Some big work. We did the documents about the Polish Himalaya exploration forever. Yeah. So we did because
But you have all the early pictures and everything.
not many. We were so lazy. It was the big difference between Polish climbers and West Country.
Yes, see.
They did
Britain have everything.
they did every expedition and lots of many photos. Polish people usually or they have no camera, or they didn't want to carry camera, or they have not good films. So when I see to my first climbing Caucasus, Pamir, I have one photo, two photos,
For the whole
nothing. Yeah. So it was the big mistake. So and now when we start to do to collect all the information, I call my friends, "Hey guy, you remember 74? You have any photo? No, sorry, I have nothing." Another guy, "You have nothing. Nobody has information." It was the big mistake. So we tried the last 2 years ago. We start to collect all the information to write some compendium. We did the 5 chapter of the Polish activity in Himalaya. So we did some job, of course. We tried to find as much as possible. We did films, as you see in our books, about this because we would like to leave some document about this. Very important for Polish Association time. Because if we not do in 10, 20 years, there is no material. Nobody knows.
Is there any journal like the Himalayan?
No, we have journal. Name is Taternik, like our mountain. Like Taternik. And Nika was the chief redactor many years. Now she is not the more chief redactor, but still this periodic we have. But this is only every 3 months issue. And then with the commercial magazines, one is the Alpines, one is Mountain. But they are not official Polish Association magazine. There is the private company they do. Yeah.
But you have many books in Polish
Books
language?
only.
Other than Japan?
Not yeah.
Full of Japanese.
Japanese, yes. No. I think we have not a lot of books, and almost in our market you can find the American, European books translated to Polish. Yeah. But yes, this is something what we have to do. So even I have to do, but
Have you written
I am
any
so
book?
lazy. Yeah, I booked one after Everest. We wrote 3 people together, my friend from Summit and one journalist. It was talking about Everest. Then I wrote after the second my book was after when I finished my Crown of Himalaya. It is the book about all the 8,000 meter peaks I did. Now I did in Italian language another book with Crown of Himalaya. And that's all. Now I am preparing 3 new books. I have to make new edition for this because there was completely sold. This about 8,000 meter peaks. And I am writing about Nanga Parbat, my last 8,000 meter peak, because I think it's quite interesting story because it's very fast, very different style. And I want to I'm writing, let's say, some book with the many stories, different stories, completely different.
Different
The
experiences.
difference completely that you can read 6-7 page, and there is the next story completely different. Yeah, from my life, mountain life, not only. So like a short story. So it's the 3 books. My dream is to write a book or I don't know the album about the kids of the Himalaya.
Kids of Himalaya.
Yeah, this is the because I am a fan of kids and I think I want to do the book, not only show the face because okay, this is maybe easy, but to show kids where are they born, even in pregnant mother, up to they start to be nature. You know, all the kids' life. I mean, from 0 to I don't know 18, not with this one kid, with many kids, but just to show like they grow up in Asia. So, but you need the time again to do it, to go and to watch, to shoot, to film. So we have a lot of dreams. Of course, we not only write the books, but we are still involved with the winter exploration because, as you know, Polish people they climb 8,000 meter peaks as the first. Then Urubko and Denis climbed Makalu and Gashebon too, so it means 10. Left 4, all in Karakoram, as at Nanga Parbat in Kashmir, let's say.
On Makalu, you had some experience of hallucination or something?
No, on Dhaulagiri I had.
Don't like it. What was that about?
This was, I think, because I was very stressed when I reached to. I was in the final part of the wall. I supposed to overcome very easy because I saw the white face. I was thinking that is the ice, maybe a snow, but it was the little snow on the rope, the slab. You know, because I think from cornices come down the snow and makes white. I didn't know from the bottom of the face. I saw should be easy, and I was very surprised when I started to put ice axe and everything come down. So in my eyes I saw the slab. Oh my! So I think by the stress I had this hallucination that I wanted to have an advice from somebody, from partner, you know. Every time I saw somebody who has to help me, to tell me where, left, right, what I should do, yeah. It was not man, not woman, just nobody who I know, somebody, I don't know, maybe God, to this. You know, I was talking every time and in every 1 second I recognize this stupid, I'm alone. But again and again, you know, it comes. So it means that we need a partnership. We are born to have a partnership, you know, especially in stress situation, you know, that your life is in danger, yeah. So in this moment, you are thinking about the partnership. So finally, of course, I overcome this part. When I come down, even I remember that when I start to make a tea, I put 2 cups and I put the 2 cups tea. Again, I said, my, so I'm doing it. But it means that it is under conscience, you know, you do it so. But it was not a hallucination because some people, they said that you can have a hallucination because of lack of oxygen. It's completely different. Yeah? The lack of oxygen is like, you know, like computer just not doing good, so something wrong. No, this was rather by the stress of the life. So it happened twice. Again, on Shisha Park, I had maybe not such, but the same situation. I couldn't overcome the last part to the reach. In such situation, you may have the hallucination. Right?
Are you remembering the same person or just anyone?
No, anyone. I was wondering to recognize who was this because it could be interesting for me. Who will advise? That's right. No. It's difficult to say. No, it is. No face, no, you don't know if it's a woman or it's a man, is somebody you know or not. No, it is somebody. It's very difficult to explain because the people ask, who was it? Yes. No, I don't know. My mother, no, I don't know.
Sometimes you know somebody.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. I think it can happen like this, but I think that, you know, with our climbs not finished the world, I think they are young generation, they have something to do, I think. So what for we built a program with in cooperation with the Ministry of Sport, to come back to the nice years of the Polish exploration in Himalayan winter, and we built a program for 2011-2015 Karakora winter. We got quite good sponsorship from Ministry of Sport. We went to him to explain him that the Polish people, they were very well known for winter exploration, so we should follow this idea, but still is the problem because our generation passed, so we have to find new. We have to test them, to organize expedition to 8,000 meters first, to second, then winter, and he was agree, and he find some finance for us, and I hope we can follow this way. Actually, one expedition is in Baltic during this winter. They're just very close to the sun. Hope they will climb. But even if they will not climb, they get good experience because still is 4 summits in Karakoram left to not climb in winter. So I think this is the challenge. Of course, the biggest, the most important challenge is K2 in winter. We tried 2 times to climb in winter. Only Polish expedition tried to climb during the winter season K2. It was 87 and 2003, 2002, 2003.
So did you climb anything in Indian Himalaya?
I climbed, unfortunately, I climbed only Bhagirathi. No, I tried to climb Bhagirathi 2. Two.
Okay.
That time it was
What
unclimbed.
happened? I believe you had some accident there.
Yeah. What happened, it was, our Polish friends 2 years before, in 1986, I think they tried to climb this face. They didn't climb. So in 1988, we come back with different team. And we wanted to solve the problem because the Bhagirathi 2 were unclimbed that time. I mean, for this west side. So we were 1, 2, 4 people we climbed. Or 5 even. We went to the face in Alpine style with all the equipment. We climbed 4, 5 days. We are maybe 100 meters more. We have the difficulties than 200 to the sun. Yeah. In the final part, let's say, we had a bad accident because the guy who was just above me, with 20 meters high, I don't know, the rope, or he moved one big stone, and this stone fell to me first. And I was in the vertical position, so it makes me short and like, the helmet was broken. But the stone slipped me and broken me here. And then after it was the avalanche, because the big make orders. And one our friend who was down, he was 300 meters lower on the ropes because we had to move the tent to the upside. And even he was under the overhanging slab, but I think the ricochet, from, and we saw that something happened. A problem with me was because I feel that my spine is some problem. So we started rappelling down. We saw that he is not moving. When we rappelled down in a few hours to him, he was swept. So that was the very bad case. So we have to rappelling down to the tent. We still stay in the face 1 night more. We carry our friend body to this tent. The next day, again, we're rappelling down. Then we call our friends. They help carry me to the landing place, and helicopter came to carry me to hospital. And my friends then come back for body, and they buried in the glacier. So it was very bad story. I came home, and I didn't know what to do because in the hospital they put me in the forceps, and they said that 2 years I should not do any sport, stay home. For me, it was impossible. So, because during the spring '88, we have agreement with the Belgian people to go together to Everest and Lhotse for winter. Zawada, Chief, and me, 3, we are the member of the Everest expedition winter. So, they invited us as experienced winter climbers to help them. We, of course, agree, but we decide that we can go if they give us permit for Lhotse, and as unclimbed that time in winter. So when my friend, they left, I was afraid what to do, but finally I decided not to say nothing to my doctor, and I went to Kathmandu. I flew. I joined the Belgian expedition, Polygen, let's say. And Belgium that time didn't climb summits. Only they climbed 8,200 meters. And they failed in the Christmas time. They came down very easily. They didn't want to stay more. But we are focused on the Lhotse with 3 and 1 girl from Belgium, Ingrid Vines. She joined us. And as you know, we tried to climb Lhotse, and I climbed in solo climbing from 6,500 this course. So it was a little bit strange. My doctor didn't know about my climb as far as he didn't read in the newspaper that I was on the summit. So it was my second spine fracture. So up to date I have little problem with that because it was TH8 very high. So when, for example, I'm writing, I cannot write so half an hour because you have the hands forward. I should write like this, but I read like this, I feel pain, pains. So this is the life in mountain.
You remain, physically very fit. But how does mentally affect your friend dies? Are you upset? Very upset?
Yeah, you're
Cry,
yeah.
shout.
Yeah,
What do you do?
we lost many.
You lost many friends.
Yeah, we lost many
What do you do? You
friends.
feel very upset, you start crying? Or
Yeah,
what is the emotion?
no, it is we lost many friends, but it is not the reason that you have to stop climbing. Of course, after accident, if something happened, or even after message you get, because not everybody died with me, let's say, but just you can get a message home that your friend you died in the mountain, so you're upset, of course, upset for I don't know 1-2 weeks. You are thinking maybe I should not do it, maybe it is not right way, but after you are thinking, okay, but if I will not climb more, so nobody will climb. If the guy who passed, if it is me, this guy will follow climbing probably the same. So if it is a passion, no, you stop. In mentality, you stop sometimes, but not by the way, because sometimes the people they ask, you are not scared that it can happen with you.
More scared after
Yeah.
death.
No, I said no. No, it is not by this reason. When I was prepared to stop climbing, not because of fear I had, no, because of knowledge, of experience that sometimes can happen something even not depend on you. Because all the climbers, what I saw, everyone climbers is very sure that in any case he will survive. Even you have this, that if you go out there, every time I am ready to survive. And sometimes happen that you cannot do not. So in this moment, I don't want to follow the activity which not depend on me, or not depend on the Serac which is falling 1 per year in this night and this time and this minute fall down. So in my case, I think many people they have the same situation that they want to stop to do something would not depend on your power on time, because usually of course all the accident is the fault of man, let's say, quite all. It is our fault. But we are thinking that we are every time sure that every time, even I'm going, I don't know, by train, by car, I'm sure that in any case I will survive because I am so sure, of my power, of my potential power. Yeah?
What about the
But
family?
sometimes happens that it not depend on you, and you are thinking, no, I am not doing this. So I give you the example. I start to do the parapents, parapents. When I saw that there is so many, it was 20 years ago. Now they have very safe parapents, but at that time it was not so. So when I saw that there's a lot of factors not depend on me because there is the wind, there is some current going up or down. I said, no, I'm not doing something what I can do nothing because I am like, molecule. So we don't want to follow such activity, family. Of course, family is the best idea if they do not so much about that climbing. It's the best.
They don't know.
No, it's better if they don't know what can happen in the mountain, you know. So, for example, my parents, they never knew what happened in the mountain. Usually I inform them when I came back from the mountain or they read in the newspaper because I think, you know, as far as you are not in the mountain, you not see what can happen is better for the family. And the second one, you have to find a partnership with wife, let's say, partnership, somebody who can realize her dreams through the partner. And you know, this is difficult to find such partner. But I found like this that she was happy that I have a success. You know, usually now in Poland, if you say to wife that you go to the mountain, you say okay, but never come back here. Why not? Please, lock the door. Bye bye. In that time, the wife, she was happy that her husband do something, you know, because for her it was our common success. That it is true.
But those common scare, isn't she worried?
No, of course they were scared, but my wife, no. My wife, for example, it was very important. I think even it helped me. I think it was some energy transport, you know. She never wrote a letter, rather wrote because that time you had to write letter. She never wrote, please come soon, you know, as fast as possible. No, she was, no, be as far as you need, be there, be careful, not, you know, so it makes me feel more safe, I mean, you know, that she was not pushing me. It's very important that the partner not says, no, come on, how much time you to stay there, you have to be there to help kids, you know. No, she said, no, be there as much as you need. So I had this knowledge that she was not push me. So it is kind of the, how to say, you are privileged that you have somebody who was thinking about you, but not pushing you. So,
Come on, say your friend dies and you go and meet the family.
yeah, this is the worst.
Crying wife, then don't you
No,
feel sad?
this is the worst. When I had to inform the wife of Kukuczka, this was crazy. But happened? What somebody had to do it. So maybe better is the close people they do it. But for me it was very heavy to say because you know we know each other very well and it's difficult. So but till now we have very good relation with the widow, with the son of Kukuczka. One of the sons even start to climb. So we try to help them. So let's say we don't leave the people in such situation. Our association take care of the people. Even we have the special foundation for the family lost somebody in the mountain. Yeah? So we can donate them, we can help them. We do it. Yeah? We have the special donation. Even we can pay from our taxes 1% for this. Is the good idea, I think, because sometimes you know the family had the problems. Yeah, when somebody death. But you know, we say that death is the part of life. You understand? It's the part of life. That and you know that every life is ended with the defeat. Is that true?
Well, they say,
It's defeat. It's defeat.
Life ends with the death. There are 100 ways to die. So which one you select?
No, we say, you know, sometimes it is maybe it can be so deep. We say it's better to be alive, be alive short time, but very active than long life, very, how to say, without any emotion, you know. Yeah,
Doing nothing.
yeah, we're not doing nothing. So let's say, but not sometimes partners don't agree with this, of course, philosophy. But we can say no. But you should have a luck to find a partnership like this. That, but this now is more heavy because the emancipation come. You know, the women they want to have the same rights. Of course, it's the right way, of course, but it's more difficult for climbers. And the worst when the man and woman they are climbing and they have kids. This is completely non-understanding. And paradoxes, I can say, in the 70s, 80s, Because some people they are thinking, oh, if you are climbers, you should not you have not family, not wife, no kids. Okay, you can do it. But if you see, in the year 70s, 80s, all the well-known climbers in Poland, they have 2 kids, 3 kids, 4 kids. So it's completely wrong way. So I think because they were hungry of everything, to have family, to have kids, to have a nice life, to have nice climbing, to have a nice place. I stay in mountain. Hungry people?
Yes.
Hungry for life. They want to have everything, even kids. So
So now you had such a long life. Now what remains? What you are looking forward to?
no, I'm looking.
Future dreams?
No.
What do you want to do?
No, I want no.
Something else?
I want no something else. No, I think I'm completely how to say depend from the mountain, and only mountain can be my subject. But I have to realize that my age, maybe I will not come up with the bar, but maybe I have to come down with the bar. But I want to be still in the mountain because, as you know, this discipline like alpinism you can do forever. Doesn't matter if you are 18 or 80, doesn't matter. But you have only maybe to come down with the bar a little, yeah. So what I'm thinking to do still to be in the mountains, still climb, and maybe I want to more share my experience with the young generation climbers to be a leader of the expedition. So I hope I will join next winter with the new climbers, new younger climbers. They want to climb in winter, and maybe I will lead such expedition because I think this is the challenge what I said before. So I'm jealous if they do like Denis Rubko, like Simone, they climb. So I'm very jealous. I want to be there. Even I will not climb the summit, but I want to be together with them to follow these dreams. I mean, winter in Himalaya. So you see for the mountain, you see in Nepal, you can see so old people, Japanese people, 80, 85, they walk to Kalapata. So it means that there is place for us. No problem. I'm sorry. There is place for us. Yes. Yeah.
So what else now? Anything to achieve? More, God, spiritual, praying, church? No?
Praying
Old age?
church. Let's say, wait, okay, we can say about family. What I said before that I was afraid of my parents to inform them about what I'm doing, but now I feel that I am against my kids if they want to start
Climbing.
I am
come?
no, they wanted when they were younger. They wanted to climb because they knew that Papa was climber.
Yeah.
So no, but I was so nervous when I saw them in the rocky climbing. I couldn't because I am a climber. I can imagine what can happen. My parents, they didn't know. Now you have TV, everything, books, everything. And they hear what's happening here in the band of Kukuczka, our town, there are no more. So I said, my God, no, I have to do something. So I start to hate them. I said, no, please. I have no time, sorry, I have to go somewhere because they asked me, you go, no, I cannot go with you. I didn't know because I was so scared, just fear, like, what can happen. Even my son, but my son, he didn't follow my way, but when he, after study, he started to climb.
Right.
I was surprised. I said, my God, but I was more scared for him than for the girls. And he started to climb. I climbed even twice in Himalaya, Madabla. But what I saw, he is more clever.
Yeah.
He is climbing for pleasure, not to have a challenge, special. I think maybe he discovered that my father already did a lot, so I'm not able to do such. So I would go only for pleasure. So he's climbing here in
very sensible.
house, but very sensible, just for pleasure. He is photographer now, doctor traveling over the world. Sometimes climbing, sometimes diving, sometimes skiing. Okay, I'm not pushing. I said okay, this is okay. But even now, when he is going to Tatra, I am, every 3 or 4 hours I'm calling him because what happened? You didn't call. Where are you? Yeah? Or I see in newspaper or in TV there is some avalanche danger in Tatra. Immediately I call. Where are you? So is the today communication? This is the problem that you can catch everybody in every place. So it makes the parents very nervous, and you have to take care. I have a friend, his daughter is very good climber. Is the girl. She every 3 or 4 hours when she is in mountain and she not call him, he is calling all friends, even me. Krzysztof, do you know what happened? Maybe you have a message because Ola is not calling me. Maybe something happened. I said, boy, it was your mistake to push her to climb. So I think now the close people, parents, let's say family, they're in worse position, right? Because by the communication, from the one side, communication gives you the easy rescue, easy help in the mountain. But from other side, it gives, how to say, the unrest for the close people, yeah? So what can happen? So I think in our time it was better because no news, it was good news. And now no, now the people, they have to get the news. That time, if parents they didn't know where the sun is, I don't know, they maybe study, maybe see, I don't know, forest somewhere. And then after they discover, oh, have you been expedition? Yeah. So, okay. Afterwards, they discover. So,
So now
no
internationally,
news.
pardon?
No news is
It's good news. So now internationally, which other mountaineers you know? So you know Bernadette McDonald. So
Yeah,
how does she write the book? What she's writing?
She's writing now after she wrote about Thomas Schumann. Now she's writing about the Polish winter climbing, especially, but not only about the Polish climbing.
Yeah.
The crimes. She's writing. No, I knew Thomas Schumann and oh man, now it's difficult to remember. Alan Hinz, Ulrich, Hinker, and Ritot. There's at least Carlos Carsolio, Loretan, Joyer, so I know. Hamlander,
Yes.
Enrico.
And Americans, somebody, Charles Houston, Mark Ritchie.
I didn't climb with him.
He didn't climb it.
I climbed with Spencer, Alex Lowe, Carlos Buller.
And the British mountaineers.
No, I know Wellington and Scott, of course, and but we climbed with the Roger Muir, with Igorevich, and Ritot, who is Tinker, Igorevich, yeah, Tinker.
And anybody from East Japanese?
East Japanese, I never climbed. I've been in Japan with exchange group. We were in '86, I think. There we climbed some cliffs, some Fuji-san. We climbed. Oh, they will spend a lot of interesting time in Japan. As you know, this you can spend a very nice time. But we never climbed with the Japanese. No, Japanese and Koreans they usually are very separate.
Yes.
I mean, they climb. They don't prefer the expedition.
Now, mind you don't like this style? I mean, fixed ropes and all?
They follow like this.
Yes. So you don't.
No, we then after maybe on the beginning, okay, for the winter we had to fix rope because there is a lot of ice, and even for the come down is per program.
Yeah.
So now I remember on K2 when we climbed in '96, you could climb to 6,800 meters in 6 hours. There was just snow. And when we were in the winter, there was the gray ice, and we need 3 weeks to reach this altitude. So you have to put in such style.
Yeah.
But then after, in the end of 80s, of course, we start to climb in the light style, because it was not necessary. It's the first, the second. Our knowledge was. I think the most important is the knowledge. Push any kind of activity forward. What it means. If Master climbed with Peter Habeler Everest without oxygen, then after years like this, many people they climb without oxygen. But somebody had to do the best. The night is the knowledge. So if you have this knowledge, it's more easy. If I climb in one day, then after Chameau or Escoffier, they did in one-day ascent because they knew that it is possible. Yeah. So this is the very important, I think. So that you have the knowledge. If the knowledge is somebody climbing Alpine style, such pace, you said, oh, it's possible. So maybe we say too. So I think it is. We cannot compare, for example, some big success in years 50s with 2000.
Yeah.
We have to. We can compare the years 50s and the year 2000, but not together. And it is not the problem, I think, of technology. It is the problem of knowledge. You remember the first expedition, they were not even to find the mountains. They had the problem how to get the.
But equipment and
Less,
other things,
there's
there's not
there will be side communication. Beside communication.
good equipment, for example.
Okay, good equipment is lighter equipment, but what I saw, the climbers, they have the better equipment. I mean, more light, more safe. So now they carry fresh food, so they have still the same weight because they don't want to eat more dehydrated food. Is light, okay, but it's possible to eat. And so they said, okay, I have a very light rucksack, very light jacket, so maybe I can put 1 kilo of the sausage or cheese. So yeah, it's really like that. The people who want to eat, otherwise. So it is, of course, there is some progress in technology, but not beside communication. This is the exponential.
Yes.
This is the logistic now. Before people went to the wall, but they come back or not when, today, tomorrow, and maybe they come back. It was difficult to make logistic because you couldn't do nothing because you don't know when they come back. Okay, you can make agreement that you should tomorrow, but something can happen. Something they change minds, or something happened. There is no tent or something. So now every 2 hours it's all right. Go base camp. So by the physiological way, it helps because of any rescue or something like this. This is very important. But communication. But if you have the shoes, better or worse, okay, maybe for frostbite is more important. Or jacket, we climb Everest with the standard nylon jacket. So it means that it's possible. It's not only. So some young people, they are thinking that the equipment is the most important. They buy the most expensive things, but I think it's the last what they should do. Last, of course, if they have possibility, they should do it, but it must be the last. The first must be patient, experience. Patient. The young people, they have the patience. They want to have a success on the short way, fast. They don't want to follow our way. Slowly, 1 second, experience, they don't know. Immediately, they overpass Alps, overpass Hindu coast, Pandu, they went directly to Himalaya. So I think it's the wrong way. It's good. But what to do? It's got me. Ciao, take it.